When it comes to introducing ourselves, we need to make sure we're short, engaging, and to the point. And there's a very simple framework that allows us to do that. That is the WWW framework. It stands for who we are, what do we do, and why does that matter? The first part, who we are, directly gives our listeners the answer to the question as to who we are. The second one, what do we do, elaborates on who we are. And the last one, as to why we do what we do, gives more context to our audience. And following this framework allows us to be short and to the point. An example of this would be, hey, my name is Radeep and I founded a company called Frantically Speaking. I always believed that communication is something that should have been taught to us in school. And since it was not, I started sharing my experiences from all the speeches and presentations that I have delivered. My hope is that this will act as a resource and launchpad for people to boost their communication skills to hopefully open up new opportunities in their lives. You can throw in some things like your values or your mission, as we showed in the example, but other than that, as long as we follow this framework, we're good to go with a nice introduction. Now, knowing this framework is not the only thing that we need to give a good introduction. There are two more things that come to mind. The first is energy. If we introduce ourselves in a very low energy, it's going to throw the balance off in the conversation. Or on the other hand, if we come across as very energetic and enthusiastic, that's not going to go too well either. Instead, what we need to do is understand our listeners' energy and introduce ourselves with a tone that is just a notch higher. And the second thing to keep in mind is context. The example that we spoke about is better for formal situations, but if we are in a social setting, to come out to a person and say, hey, my name is Radeep and I founded Frantically Speaking, it's not going to go too well. Or if you're writing an email introduction, we don't need to mention our name again because the reader will already have our name when we are delivering the email to them. So we need to make sure that we're tweaking the framework depending on the context that we are introducing ourselves in. And that's about it. If you have any more questions around things like public speaking or communications, we have an entire website with in-depth articles and resources dedicated just for that. So go check out franticallyspeaking.com. And if you want to watch another video we've made which talks about not just introducing ourselves, but introducing somebody else in any setting in a proper way, check out this video right here.